In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how I can import a DXF document into the PLGen. This feature is very useful as it allows collaboration across the two programs and the structural analysis can be done easily. As you notice that I have the AutoCAD 2008 open here on my desktop. So first, I'll start by creating a new layer. So I'm going to go to the Layers Manager, create a new layer. I'm going to call this 1, and I'm going to create another one, and I'm going to call it 2. And just click OK. The layers allow you to differentiate what is what in both AutoCAD and the PLGen, especially if you're dealing with large files and simply you just want to import a single file into the PLGen. Yet the coordinates must be exactly the same, as you'll have to copy the layer into a new DXF document. We will begin to draw a square slab, so I'm going to first select layer 1, and then I'm going to choose the polyline function. Now, it's important that you choose the polyline function, as this allows the PLGen to understand the drawing. The second important item is that the object should be composed of 4 points. Now, this can be conflicting, especially if you want to draw an L-shaped wall, for example. Now, in this case, the wall will be composed of 2 rectangles, and when importing into the PLGen, you can use the wall assembly function to join them together. In other words, their CG is combined between the two. So I'm going to first draw my wall. So say I'm going to create it by 10, 10, 10, and then C to close it up. Now I'm going to save this drawing as drawing 1. So I'm going to go save, desktop, drawing 1, I'm going to save it. Now I'm going to save this drawing as drawing 1. So I'm going to go to File, Save As, and I'm going to choose the DXF 2000 format. Now the reason I'm choosing this format is so that the PLGen is able to read it. So I'm going to save it on my desktop. And then I'm going to go to and open the PLGen program. I'm going to turn on the grid and the coordinates. I'm going to click on the DXF button. Now I'm going to import my DXF file. Now as you notice, a dialog box appears asking what the units of the imported file are. And you can keep it as it's based on the units that you were working on, or you can choose to divide it by 100 or 1000. You divide it by 100 if you want to switch to units from centimeters to meters. And if we divide by 1000, you can switch it from millimeters to meters. In this case, I'm going to leave it as it is, and I'm going to click OK. Now, the drawing has been imported successfully. Yet I'm going to zoom out. Now, as you notice, that the drawing is quite far from the origin by quite a distance. Now this is based on where it was drawn in the AutoCAD. Therefore, it is suggested that when you are drawing in the AutoCAD that your drawing should be as close as possible to the origin. This will improve the accuracy of your drawing and thus the analysis. After importing the DXF file, you'll need to define the object. The first object that is drawn in the AutoCAD is defined as a slab, yet the other objects are not defined. That's if you have any other objects drawn. Simply under the select mode, you select the objects and you define them. In this case, the slab is already defined. Say that you would like to add or adjust something in the original AutoCAD drawing. So I'll go back to the original AutoCAD drawing. And I'm going to add 2 circular objects. One will be defined as an opening and the other as a column. I'll also add points that I can place a beam in the PLGen. So first I'm going to draw 1 circle here. I'm going to say the dimension will be 0.5, the radius. And I'm going to draw another circle. Approximately in the middle, I'm going to give a radius of 2.5. And then I need to add points. But before doing so, I'm going to go to the Format, Point Style. I'm going to change the point style. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to go to Point. I'm going to add a point here and a point at the side. And I'm going to draw another slab. But this slab is going to be much more different than the other one, because I'm going to give one side of it an arc. So I'm going to make that 10. And then C to close off. Now I'm going to save this one also as a DXF file. Same drawing. Let's say replace it, so I'm going to replace it. I'm going to go back to the PLGen, click on DXF, dialog box open, so I'm going to import the drawing with the same. After I imported the second file into the PLGen, I have a problem that I have two surfaces over here on top of each other. There is a nice feature in this program in which I can remove the second layer from the drawing. Basically, this feature is called deleting duplicates. After clicking on it, a small dialog box appears informing me of the number of duplicates to be deleted. In this case, I only have one duplicate surface to be deleted. However, this feature will only work for surfaces and not points. The feature of importing multiple DXF files on top of each other is one of the main flexible features of this program. In this case, I'm going to click OK here to close the dialog box. After deleting the duplicates, I'll first define the column and the opening in the slab. So I'm going to make sure that I'm on the select mode first. Click, right click, and choose this one as a column. Right click, choose this one as an opening. And then I need to draw the beam based on the points that I entered in the AutoCAD. So I'm going to change my snap to points, choose the beam mode, and draw my beam. And there we go, I have my beam. Then I need to define the new slab with the arc side. Yet, if the arc is towards the inside of the slab, this is simply a glitch in Windows. However, it will change back automatically. You can do that by going to the edit mode and the points appear. Simply click on the center point of the circle and it will flip towards the outside. Now, to put it into position, click again. Now, this obviously is a very good feature in the program, and it creates a huge flexibility in the program, especially with the functionality that is offered in the PLGen, allowing the user to import a DXF drawing simply by clicking on a button and importing the drawing into the program. This concludes our tutorial.